Hello CDA1, this is your Module 7 explanation. We're moving on to the Functional Area 7, which is Creative Skills. It'll take us through next Thursday. We've got a chapter quiz, a discussion, and a competency statement that's going to be due. Here is the checklist. And then we go into the content materials. And so this is going to be, if you're going to be teaching infants and toddlers, if you're working on your CDA for preschoolers, this will take you to it. It's called Virtual Lab School. And what they do, and I've done it for the other ones, this is creative expression. And so you don't have to do the competency, but it gives you an introduction, gives you information about creative expression. And the whole thing is there's a difference between process art and product art. And process art is where you give kids materials, whether it's feathers and pom-poms and glue and tape and paint and all that kind of stuff. And you let them do whatever you want with it versus here's a picture of a frog and you're going to make that frog. And it has to be green and you have to have four you can have an art activity that you want people to do and that maybe making ladybugs, and that's fine. But if a child chooses to make a lion or if they choose to make it purple instead of red and black, those are going to be acceptable ways to do that project when we talk about developmentally appropriate practices. Then you've got your Chapter 7 quiz from the Beatty book about advancing creative skills. Here's your PowerPoint. Then we're going to be doing a discussion over music in the brain. When we talk about creative expression, a lot of times we do think about art, but theater and music also fall into this when we talk about instrumentals as well as singing. And so what I want you to do is you can use journal references. You can come over here to the library databases. You can have it open up in a new tab. And you can search through Academic Search Premier. You can put in music in preschool, things along those lines, and search there. You can go to NAEYC. Just make sure the source you use is an accredited site. And we're going to discuss how music can help children grow their cognitive skills. The math that's embedded, all that kind of stuff that goes into it is very helpful. This is going to be due by next Tuesday the 5th, and your 3 responses are going to be due by the 7th. Go ahead and use your references like Shay did. Then the next assignment is going to be your competency statement 2, which is going to be over competency 2, which is advancing into physical and intellectual development. Mackenzie is here with me now. You want to say hello?
Hello.
And so this is going to be summarizing for your PD specialist how you meet the standard. So there's going to be an initial paragraph where you're going to describe how what you do advances physical and intellectual development. And then what you're going to do is you're going to write CS2A or A, and you're going to pick one of your learning collections and how it supports physical development. You're going to pick one of your activities and explain how it does cognitive, creative, and communication and language. This is where you're going to go back to your the thing you turned in this week about your 9 learning experiences and use each one of them to describe this. And you probably have one of these already set up, so it'll be really easy to match them up. But that is going to be your week 7 explanation. I look forward to seeing you guys on the discussion board about the advantages of music.